Today I'm going to show you how I make my basic quinoa. You're going to need a little pot or saucepan, a wooden spoon, a cup and a half of water, salt, garlic powder, chili powder, quinoa, and that's about it. You'll also need a strainer. So some quinoa comes already washed. It says so on the pack. I bought mine bulk, so I didn't know if it was washed or not. I didn't really trust it. So I let about 3/4 of a cup of quinoa soak in this water for 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is strain out the water. So I'm just going to let it strain for a while. While it's straining, I'm going to get the water ready. So I'm going to turn my stove on hot and add the cup and a half of water. I never really measure the salt, but maybe about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And some garlic powder. Garlic powder is quite potent. It says that 1/8 of a teaspoon is the same as 1 clove of garlic, so you don't want to use too much. And some chili powder. And I'll just let that come to a boil. The water is just about to boil now. Oh, there it goes. So I'm going to add my quinoa. Get as much out as I can. Quinoa usually makes a bit of a mess for me. I get quinoa all over the place, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not hard to clean. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a timer for 12 minutes. It takes about 12 minutes for quinoa to cook, but what you're really waiting for is for it to get dry. It's really important while you're cooking it that you keep stirring it every once in a while, otherwise the stuff that's at the bottom is going to get burnt and stuck to the bottom, which is a big pain and doesn't really taste so great. I just turned it down to somewhere between medium and high, so it doesn't overboil. I just want to make sure it stays boiling for the next 12 minutes and that I keep stirring it. The 12 minutes have passed now. My alarm's already gone off. But it's still a little bit watery in here, so I'm going to let it cook for another couple minutes to get that water out. Another option would be to strain it. I'm just going to let it cook and absorb all that water and boil it all out. So it's cooked for another 2-3 minutes. In total it was about 15 minutes, and all the water has gone out now. I've turned off the stove. Now what I'm going to do is take it off the heat, fluff it up a little bit, and the directions I found say to let it sit for 15 minutes. You have the option of letting it sit for 15 minutes or eating it right now, depending all on how hungry you are.